All right, we're going to try and start here the first turn of Operation Unthinkable, Strategy and Tactics, issue 333, simulating the Allied contingency plan to go ahead and attack the Soviets right after the Germans, they had defeated the Germans, or at least in July now. There's a spread of maybe 2 months from that surrender. And in previous videos, I did go over the rules, and I did do the setup and explain it. Probably not the most optimal setup here, but going to go ahead now and see if I can take a chunk out of this first turn. And if we look at the sequence of play here, Allied first, Allied airborne entry phase. The Allies have 2 airborne corps that can drop once during the entire game, because this game is only 8 turns, or approximately 1 month of combat. So they can drop, and once they drop, they're on the board for the rest of the game. Just looking at the map right now, I'm going to hold off on dropping them right now. I want to see how the attack develops, how the game plays through. So we're going to move on to the Allied movement or combat phase, and here's what's kind of unique in the game. Each side, when it's their phase, they can choose to do movement first or combat first, and then the other after. So if this is the attack phase, then it makes more sense to do combat first for the Allies, and then movement, and then we'll see what the Soviets do after that. So with this setup, I'm basically just going to move along here, decide where I want to attack, and we'll see where the results are. Hopefully I'll get through it here in this video. If not, we'll roll it into a second one. So with that being understood, I'm going to close that. And actually what we do need is a combat chart. Now, the only way that the Soviets can influence the combat, each one, is with their artillery units. They can provide 18 factors of defense to one defense within 3 hexes, and the same can be done during the attack phase for the Soviets. So, like this one has all 3 of these covered. So what I'll look at, let's look at the terrain effect. Let's look at the combat results table. It is split. When the Germans, U.S., or Polish are attacking, they use the upper column. And when the Soviets and United Kingdom, I think because United Kingdom was playing conservatively, not enough replacements anymore. Soviets have the same problem. They've pretty much emptied their replacement barrel. Then we'd come over and use this column. So here there are German units assisting. That's what they're simulating here. Only rule with German units is they can't stack with other Allied units. They can't attack with other Allied units. And the Poles, wherever I put them, oh, there they are. They're there. They can't be adjacent to the German units, but that's why I put them on the other side of the UK Army group here. So we'll start here, and we'll basically we have stacked this up. I could do it 2 to 1. Let's see what the DEDRDRBBAL1. I think what I'm going to do is I've put 2 on all of these, so these, these all attack this unit. So that'd be 1 to 1, 2 to 1, 3. That would be basically 8 to 1. If I get that right, yeah. And this would be 8 to 1, but this unit can pick 1, 2, 3, one of these to assist in defense. I don't know what the logic is here. If they come here, then they could assist with the British here. So if I stymie that attack and keep the Germans channeled here, so that's what he'll do. He'll assist this guy. So the defense is real. Oh wait, I misspoke. They've got 12 each. Okay. So this is 4 to 1, but it doesn't matter. This is going to add in. So 18 and 12 is 30. If I did my math right, yeah. 30 to 48 is a 1 to 1. So this attack will be a 1 to 1. This attack will be at something else. Okay, so let's do this one first. This one is 4 to 1. Now the other influence that can happen is The Allies can use strategic bombers, and then there's a special role for that to see if they have any effect on the combat. But I'm not going to use them for down here. So let's do the first attack. We got 12 to these, so we got a 4 to 1 up here. And we roll our die to determine. There it is. 5. Oh, wow. Defender retreat. That's not very exciting now, is it? Yeah, defender retreat. So they've inflicted no real losses on the Soviets. So the reads for defender retreat are: defending player must retreat all defending units 1 hex towards a friendly supply source. That's basically it. They can't retreat into enemy occupied hexes. So I guess I could break them up too. That's towards a supply source. So let's do this. Wait, I'm doing the wrong attack, aren't I? Let's do this. Oh, these two can. Well, we do want to do that because I don't want them near my artillery unit with that kind of strength there. And then there is advanced after combat. The attacking player, okay, if after resolving combat all defending units have vacated defender hex, attacking player may advance any or all attacking units into the defending hex. Okay. So, stacking limit is 2. I think I'll move these. Well, here's what I'll do, just to keep things interesting. Okay. So that's kind of a letdown of advance. And then this attack over here is actually at 1 to 1. So that's not promising for the Germans. 1 to 1 on 4 is a bloodbath. Both sides lose 1 step. Well, maybe that's a better result in the end. So this unit goes to the dead pool. And then these units lose 1 step. So it really doesn't matter. So I'll just take it from this. I can't get to them, so I'll just flip it. Step loss. Okay. Wow, that's a big one. Goes down to 7. Oh, defense. Okay, remember, attack, defense. Now, what happens next with the bloodbath is, and actually the Soviets, what they could have done instead was retreat. Both sides lose 1 step. Did that. The attacking player may then eliminate another friendly step. If the player decides to not eliminate, we're done. But if I do eliminate, then the other unit can eliminate or retreat. So actually I'm going to do that. This one's going to now the Soviets can either eliminate this unit or retreat. Well, they are going to choose retreat, which now means, and there are no replacements, so I don't know if this was a wise decision. Got to work on this vassal mod here. Well, I can't get the units underneath it. Don't mean for you to watch that. This guy goes here. And then this guy goes here. Okay, that's, wow, that was kind of a letdown. And now we got to figure out our attacks here. Here's an artillery unit. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pretty much covering all along here. So anywhere I decide to attack, I'm probably going to run into the artillery unit. So I don't know how wise my setup is here. Probably these units here can, oh, I got 2. That's got 1, got 2, got 1. Actually, that's 28, 33, 16. Well, we can get 2 to 1, but where would we like to attack? We got to get across the river. Now, this unit's stronger and within artillery. This unit's weaker, but I don't have to attack them from 1 hex. And they can all go after this guy in the town. So, it's interesting. So let's do this. I'm going to use the British bomber unit just to see what effect it has. And I think I can bomb that guy. So heavy bomber support, H may only support one attack. And we roll a 1d6 and the shifts. So we'll try that in a second here. So we're going to do that attack first. Force the Soviets to decide what they want to do here. I didn't even look at the terrain effects. For city, no concern. Shift odds 2L. Wow. Wow. Well, if that's the case, that kind of defeats the purpose. So if we put them here, then we can maybe generate a lot of power here. Yeah, 14, 14. Basically, we get 12 and 14 is 26, 30. We'll get 30 combined with this. 30 to 12 is 2 to 1, but then we'll maybe get a shift. Not good to attack into a city. And then we can attack here. So that's about all we can do. And this one's going to get bogged down in the woods, so I'm just figuring this out on the fly here. Let's put him here. Okay, so where would the artillery unit support? The artillery unit will support here. Okay. So maybe we should have dropped the airborne to break through these lines here. So we got 26, 31, 31. They're halves, so it's 31. 31 to 12 is 2 to 1, but it's not 12. It's 1 to 1, actually, once you throw in the artillery unit, and now it boils down to this bomber here. So it's 1 to 1 with the British, and basically you roll 1d6 and have it rounding down. And 2 is not good, rounded it to 1. There is no effect. Wow, that's really quite the letdown. Here we go. Allied player rolls 1d6. Player halves the result, rounded down. 2 goes to 1. 1 is nothing. At least we didn't roll a 1 and end up bombing our own troops. So this doesn't look promising. A 1 to 1 for the Brits. Let's see what happens. That's not what I want. Wow, AL1. This is not going well. Hopefully the Americans have better luck here. AL1 means the, just want to check the results here, make sure I get it right. Attacking player must eliminate one step from any involved units, and that's about the end of it. So we'll probably eliminate this step loss. This isn't going good. And this unit's off the board for now. I wonder if it's the only one. Oh, no, they got plenty more. Look at that. Okay, so I'll have to eliminate that unit. That was a fail. But we did have one more big attack here. And my guess is this is 2 to 1. If I did the math here, that's well, that's another 31, 30. That's more, so it's going to be 30 to 12. But I don't think we can get to 6 more to get to 4 to 1. Should have maybe used this guy, but anyway. 2 to 1. Let's see if they have any luck. 3. Okay, a DR. That's definitely a good thing, because that means the British get across the river. You know, that's a good question. Oh, they got to retreat towards a supply source, so that's the direction. And the British will get across the river now. The question is with what? One of these, one of these, and one of these. Okay. That's pretty much all they've succeeded, unless I'm doing something wrong here. So let's come across here and see what can go on. Well, yep, I've got 2 getting across this river. We may need to use the airborne. They're just going to come here and attack. That's 26, 31. Oh, wow. 31, 41, 53. 58, 60, 70, 84 is 42. 42 to 12, but if this guy commits, that's 42 to 30, and that's 1 to 1. And these artillery units are vicious. Let's see what happens. 3. Okay, that's something. That's a bloodbath. And that means one of these units is destroyed. And then allies have to lose a step. Honestly, at this point, I think it's time to eliminate some of these guys. Nope, no step loss, so let's take them back. And to Deadpool. Boom. Okay, that's the one step. And now the allies have to eliminate another step, so they're going to do that here with this guy. And then these guys can either eliminate or retreat. They're going to retreat. And then here comes the Polish units. And they probably, yeah, let's do this guy here. Okay, so they're across the river. Wow, this is tough for these guys. All right, let's see what the U.S. does here. I think I got a few more minutes. Let's move the combat table over here and see what our choices are. Well, this is a good place. 1, 2, 3. If we can get across here. That's 36. And that's only one unit. Of course, we're going to attack. 36 in half because it's across a river is 18. 18 to 6 is 3 to 1. And we don't need the strategic bombers, and it's US 3 to 1. I got to make sure I'm looking at the right one here. So that's a US 3 to 1 on 3 DR. All right, good news is I got to retreat towards let me check on zones of control here. Okay, just verifying the rules. Yes, EZOC is negated by the unit, so well, this is it's got to retreat towards the supply source, so we got to go there. And the allies are across. Actually, the allies are going to put more units across there. Okay. And the interesting thing you can do in this game is you can move from EZOC to EZOC, so they will be able to do something here. All right, we've got one of these things now. We did realize we don't really want to attack a city. And actually, this is probably a good place to cross here. 12 and 14 is 26, 26, 36, 38. Halved is 19, that's a 3 to 1. But if this guy joins the fray, it's a 1 to 1. And then I can choose to, just looking where the rest of the artillery units are. 1, 2, 3. No, this is a spot I want to get to. So this artillery unit will join and do a 1 to 1. Oh, I forgot what I'm attacking here. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Yep. Yeah, we'll just do it 1 to 1. So that's 6 and 7 is 13, 14, 15. 15 and 6 is 21. 21. No, if this guy gets thrown in, then it's off the chart. This guy, let's see here. All right, the artillery is going to join in. It's a lot tighter than I thought, so we're going to throw in this guy. This artillery unit will fire, and the problem then becomes I'm going to have them now 6, 7, 8, and then 8 and 6 is 14. 14 and 7 is 21. 21 to 24, we get a 1 to 2. So let's see if the American bombers have better luck here. That same result, 2 halved to 1. So it is a 1 to 2, unfortunately. Yep, 1 to 2. Let's see what we get here. 1 to 2. Oh, no, they can't roll better than that. DR, nicely done. So this unit has to retreat. They've stopped up the hole, and then allied units go across. And oh wait, yeah, I did use these units. Okay, bummer. Well, these units hopefully will be enough against him. But we did get across, so let's see. The recon unit can go because it's half for stacking. The 1412 can go. I think I'll send this guy. Okay. And then these guys will attack him. 24 and 34, 38, half of that is 19, that's 3 to 1. No other modifiers. 3 to 1 coming across. 3 to 1 on 3. Again, a DR. These aren't very exciting. Okay, but we get across. And let's put the 1412. Okay. I'm going to do this to show that he already attacked, and this guy already attacked. I think I flubbed. I should have done another attack here, which I can do. That would be, yep, 6 and 7 is 13 is 14, 15. 15 and 6 is 21. 3 to 1. Oh, that's giving me even better. That's a DE. Nice. Okay, so send unit to Deadpool. This guy will go across. Yeah, I got some powerful units here. Let's put the 4-4 across and the 1412. All right. Not very exciting, but these units at least can move. Those units have attacked, so we come down here and see what's left. We did use the 18. Now we're back in the range of an 18-1. So if we did attack across here, oh, and there's 2 of them. I'd have to get 6, 7. Well, that's 15. 15 and 6. I can get to 21, but then we become a 1 to 2. 21 to 30, that's still a 1 to 2, but 21 to 12 is a 1 to 1. So they're going to attack. The artillery unit's going to save itself, and it's a 1 to 1. Let's see if we get any luck there. AL1. That was a totally stopped attack. We're definitely not going to lose the recon unit, so we're going to flip this guy. Okay, so this guy's moved. I think I can do that another way. Mark moved. Okay, that's how I'll keep track of who's attacked. All right, we're almost at the end here. This artillery unit's still in reserve, and there's another one here. But these units are all out in the open. So this could be the place for a serious attack along here. We'll see. All right, as for the U.S. attacks here along the line, not a river. Basically, it looks like, yeah, these units seem to be marked. Yeah, that guy got hurt. Okay, yeah, that was the AL1. So these 2 attack here, these 2 attack here, 2 attack here, and these 2 attack here. And there are, I think the artillery unit was involved in that attack, so that's why that flubbed. So there's 1 artillery unit, and it will pick to assist. Actually, probably assist this far one down here. So, like I said, these 2 attack here. So that's going to be 24 to... I don't think that's going to be enough to get over the top. So it's going to be 1 to 1. 24, 12 and 12 is 24. 24, 14. It's not enough, so it's a 1 to 1. against that 6-5 there. Let's see what happens. That's a good roll. US table, 1-to-1 on 2. DR, well, not very exciting, but everything counts. Yeah, let's do that because I don't want them to be tempted to attack. Then these are straight attacks. 24 to 5 is 4-to-1 into the teeth. That's a big one. 4-to-1 on 1 is a DE, so that unit is eliminated. And I got a 12-4, and I got a 12-4, so it's got to be this guy. And then these two attack here straight. 12 and 4 is, oh, that's a big one. Actually, let's see, 14 to 12 is 26 to 6. That could be a 4-to-1, and that could be a 3-to-1. Actually, that's probably a better one. So let's do the 4-to-1 here. Ouch. Well, it's enough for a DR. This guy goes here, and the reason I did that is to cover the flanks there, and then these guys attack him at 4. Oh wait, I did that wrong. This guy stayed. Arg. I gotta work on this vassal mod here. Now let's do this. Now this guy was going to stay here, get 16 and 3-to-1. That's a nice roll. That's another DR. So that's a good solid frontline pushback. We'll put this guy there, and then these two guys. Well, let's see what we got here. Can we pull off the same stunt? Yeah, we can do the same thing. 12 and 14 is 26 to 6 is 4-to-1, and then 3-to-1. So the 4-to-1 on a 1. That's a DE for this one. And we're just going to move. Let's move him here, leave him here, and that's a. Oh no! Whoa! 16 to 6. Ah well, that's a 2-to-1. Kind of messed that one up, didn't I? But don't have much choice. 2-to-1, 4. BB. Well, that eliminates this unit. And this unit gets a step loss. This is an interesting thing. I don't want to move him here, but if I move him here, hate to expose that guy. If I move this guy here, though, we'll move this guy here. Well, if you're doing that, you might as well move that guy there. So if they really want to cross the river with Leaky, yep, these guys all attacked. So that is the U.S. combat phase. Hopefully I did it right. Probably made a few mistakes, but I'll review it. Let's take the moves off. Now it's the movement phase for the Allies, and actually that's a good thing. Okay, Leaky Zoc means this guy can go here. He can move from Ezoc to Ezoc. Yeah, just to show you on the rules here real quick. Unit may move from a hex in Ezoc directly into another in Ezoc. Must stop immediately. So again, my point on Leaky Ezocs. So that means this guy could even move up. What have I got here? 1. So this guy can move up. That's about as far as you can go. This guy can move up. Well, and these two will move up together. So that's trapping these guys unless they get out of here. These guys can't move, and these guys are fully stacked, so nobody can reinforce them. But we can extend the defense if we need somewhere. This 9-7 is a division. I should have had him up earlier. But that's pretty strong there. Let's move him up here, because the advantage will be he'll help move these guys. This guy will stay here. That's going to get a good attack on that city. 3-5 have to cover here. This is all screening. Actually, at this point, there's nothing stopping these units from just crossing. You can do that. High cost +2. They got plenty of movement factor. We'll look at that later. That's pinning him. And these guys are max stack. And I got a 12-14 over here, but there's nowhere exciting to go. Okay, we gotta break this. Alright, these guys can do stuff. Guy can go here. This guy can go here. And this guy can go here. Okay, so we're across the river there. I don't really know if there's a purpose for these guys doing this. This guy will just go here. Didn't position this guy well. He 1, 2. He'll have to stop. He could go there. We'd still need to, and then they can cross, but so what? And they can't stack, so he can't. So this guy could go here. Let's put this guy here, and then this guy will go here. Okay. And then this guy will go here. So they can't escape. Okay. That guy did his move. Let's see, this guy, he's going to hit the Ezok here anyhow, so he can move across though to reinforce. So we are getting some movement. They're full stacked. This guy's good here. These guys are full stacked. Do I need to shift though to help defense? Needs to help coming across here. He'll stay. Do I need to cross the river to reinforce? 1, 2, he could. Nope, full stack. Full stack, let's see. He'll stay there. Now these guys can't do much. Well, these guys can get across here if they want. Is that a... yeah, we can move. These guys, I'm not looking at the terrain effects chart right now because they're only moving 1 hex, but we do see non-mech apply when you're stacked with one of these white colored units. These are recon units. So to cross the river here, it's only +1. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point because they're going, but that's a good move. Let's get these guys across. Okay, that's threatening them and sealing them off. Now, the only thing we need to do, no, they can't take advantage of that. And actually, these have got recon units, so they're ready to roll. I've got one other recon unit, so where would I put that unit? Well, I don't want to move in there. Seems like a waste of a recon unit, though. Let's see. Can I move one of these units? Yeah, I got 2 units here, but this is where the attack should be going. See, because this guy could move here, and I'll put him there. These units will stay here. Those units there. So I think that's it. Since this is the first turn I've ever played of the game, I may not be doing a good job of it, but there is some movement. So that's the end of the Allied move. So if we look at sequence of play, next it's the Soviets roll for reinforcements and then recycling on units that were killed. That's Soviet reinforcements. Let's see, there's a dead pool somewhere. I guess oh wait, it should be here. Dead pool. Let's see what we got here. That's Soviets destroyed. Well, that's not too bad. These guys go here. So that's good. Because the Soviets don't get replacements. All they get are reinforcements. The Allies do get reduced strength. Their units come back, roll a die to see how many turns ahead of time. So that's a good exchange. So that's reasonable. All right, great. So now you've seen the Allied turn. You've seen the power of Soviet artillery. You've seen the pain of crossing a river. But you've also seen that the carpet bombing was not very successful this turn. So we'll see what happens next turn. And then we've also, the Allies do have the airborne units in their pocket too. I just don't know where it would make sense. Once they've landed, they only have a movement of 4, so it's hard for them to keep up. So probably want to think about it. So that's the end of the Allied first turn. And again, if you watched it through, if you like it, click like. And please subscribe if you want to get alerts that this continues. Otherwise, that's the Allied initial attack. And we'll see how the Soviets respond in the next recording. Thanks for listening.